Welcome to the channel. In this video we're going to take a look at some terrain from foreground.co.uk. These guys are a British company that make modular terrain pieces for different gaming systems including fantasy, but are more interested in the industrial stuff because you can use it for 40k. So we've now got this electric arc furnace here. This is new out of their studios, out of their, I don't know, factory I guess, and along with it you've got these extension pieces that you can add to the electric arc furnace. It's pre-painted MDF stuff. It comes on sprues like this, which you just pop out. And inside the pack come instructions like this, which show you how to stick all the bits together. You just stick it together using PVA glue. And when you've stuck it all together, it will look like this. Now, as I've mentioned, it's modular. So these sets come with magnets on. So you can pull bits away or clip them back on again. And this is what it looks like with the additional tracks and the additional hoppers laid out. But because these things are magnetized, if you get some more industrial support frames from foreground.co.uk, you can do something like that and then put the tracks on a raised platform like this if you wanted. But I want to keep it like this. Now let's add some more stuff and see what we can get to. So it's going to be in the corner of the battle grid. I like the idea of putting some of these gantries down and some industrial support frames, making this a raised area. So we've got some more support frames. These gantries, they come in different sizes like this. They magnetize on the edge. Then it looks like that. And then you get these bits and magnetize, clip on like that. Nice. And that looks pretty cool. Let's run some ladders up these bits. And it looks like that. Right, now we've got this corner of the battle grid sorted. That's one type of building, one sort of structure. Now we need to build a second structure, something in the middle of the table that blocks line of sight. So let's put these two things together here. Line of sight block and terrain in the middle of the table is very important. Add this lift structure here, another gantry. Then I'm thinking I need to block some more line of sight, so let's put these two things in. Then originally I was thinking about doing something like this, but after playing around for a bit, decided to take those bits off and put this thing on. Attach the walkway there. I could put that on in the middle or just leave that empty, but again, after playing around for a bit, I think that looks best. Right, now we need a way of getting up there. So these things, they come off. We've got some stairs here. You've got these little attachments that you can magnet. Where's the magnet? There's the magnet. Put that on, clip the stairs on. Job's a good one. Now we have a significant line of sight block and terrain piece in the middle of the board. Building number 2, building number 1. It looks pretty cool. There's still a few gaps here or there which you can shoot through. I'm worried about hammer and anvil deployment. So this comes from foreground as well. So I'm thinking maybe put that there and that would significantly block stuff. Nope, after getting down and looking at all the angles, put it on this side of the terrain piece. It blocks more line of sight that way, makes the game a bit more even. You don't want a shooty army setting up on one side of the battle grid and just blowing away an assaulting army. Right, and then I put some ladders on this piece, and now I've got a gap up that side of the battle grid, so I'm going to need to put a building over there. Okay, so let's do this. That's nice and simple. Put some stairs there. It kind of blocks line of sight as well, but there is a gap under there, so let's really block it off. These crates from Games Workshop, perfect fit. And we've got two large pieces of line of sight blocking terrain on. That could get quite tactical around the edges there. Okay, let's put a fence around it as well. It makes it look a bit special and makes it stand out as different from the other terrain pieces we've set up there. And because it looks a bit special, I'm thinking some barrels and another crate will set us off. It looks like a very important part of the battle grid. Then at this stage I'll take a good look around and see what I've done so far. 3 distinct buildings in the middle of the table. Obviously need to dress them up and probably put some line of sight block and terrain around that bit there. We're going to need to dress them up and have a look around and see what needs finishing. Right, I could leave this open. I could put some crags or some rocks down here. It's too open right now. Definitely going to need to put something in this corner. And I've settled on this assemblage of items here. Now I did think about it, because if there's any vehicles down here, then they're not going to be able to get through there at all. They're going to be stuck on this side. A rhino would have to drive all the way around. If it was a rhino, for example, wave surf would be able to jump up and over. So it could be restrictive to certain armies. But sticking with the rule of cool, it looks pretty cool, so I'm keeping it on there. Right, dressing the table, you get these things, these little triangular things which you can clip on and hide all the magnets. You can get some lights like this, which you can clip on because there's magnets on the bottom, and that's pretty solid. Massive aerial masts that can go on there as well. Start dressing the board. Then adding little bits here and there helps give the battle grid a little bit of accent, a little bit of colour. Okay, I'm done. Finished battle grid looks like this. I think there's 4 distinct sections going on here. This section here, it's going to be very interesting. People getting up there, plunging fire down and also blocking off vehicles, as I mentioned. Large line of sight blocking terrain in the middle with plenty of areas around the outside for manoeuvre warfare. Or you could thread your way through if you are an infantry type person. And the new section down here and the special section over there, which I fenced off and put some crates in and things, so it looks like that's some kind of restricted area. Got a bit carried away there. I was only just going to showcase this new thingy bob electric arc furnace from foreground.co.uk, but I've got a fight tomorrow, so I thought I'd set up a battle grid while I was at it. I really do like this modular terrain from foreground.co.uk because it comes pre-painted. All you have to do is pop it out and glue it together, and because of the magnetized modular effect, how you can build different things, as I've just showed you, how you can put it together in different sections and different layouts to present different battle grids, make different terrain setups. My inner child comes out. It's like being 5 again, playing with Lego, sticking lots of different things together and seeing what you can come up with. Okay, so some terrain, new arc furnace thing from foreground.co.uk. Awesome company, awesome terrain. That's how to set up a table with it, and that's how it works. Hope you enjoyed that video. Happy wargaming.